Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Breakface Club. Today we have everybody in store, so yeah, it's gonna be great. First, though, I would like to thank our sponsors. I have to give a thank you to Roll20, Tabletop Loot, So Nerdware, and Devin Rue for sponsoring and supporting the channel. Let me pop those links in. And as always, our Patreon supports the bulk of operations here, and subs and bits give awesome benefits and emotes to the channel. Sometimes giving the players a little bit extra. You can check out our Patreon info here. And you can also join our Discord where you can talk to us and join the Welcome to the Party community. It's a great community. A lot of support, a lot of great conversations go on. And yeah, so come join us on our Discord for some great conversations. And there's our Discord. All right, so I guess we'll start by going around and introducing everyone. Let's start with Bee's Knees.
Hey there, I'm Bee's Knees, at Bee's Knees on Twitter. Aside from, I'm playing Conversion, aka Danny Murphy. Forgetting my own character here. He is the Janus playbook, who is pretty much secret identity focused. So he wears a mask all the time. Nobody knows who the two are, like if they're the same person or not.
All right, Cellar Door.
Hey, I am Cellar Door 10, and also known as Jane, and it's good to be back. I was off for a week, and it is lovely to be back. So I am playing Luce Murphy, or Shadow Smoke. So I feel like those alter egos are really known, given that her costume is just a tiny little mask. Like, she makes no bones about it. And she is the delinquent playbook. And yeah, just super excited to be back and play. A bit of a sore throat tonight, so it's possible I might have to cut out early, but stay as long as I can.
All right, and Don.
What's up, everybody? I am Don, and tonight I will be playing Wyatt Thorne, who's also known as Foil, our mundane hero, who last time kicked just like a bunch of ass with just like a little stabby stick. So I feel pretty great about myself, although apparently Wyatt is still angry about that, so that should be interesting.
And Rain.
I am Rain Hayes, and I'll be playing Iona May Vess, also known as Iona Virtue and the Pathfinder, who is the Outsider playbook. And yeah, I turned into a koala. That was the highlight of last week for my character.
Oh yeah, very angry koala.
Come at me, bro!
And Paladin Hulk.
Hi everybody, I'm Paladin Hulk. I am a Twitch moderator for Random Tuesday and Little Red Dot, and I'm playing Lance, who is the Legacy, is also known as Intervention Boy, and last episode was real rough for him, as they fought people with guns, and they didn't do the talking bit. They just went straight into combat, which he thought was a bad idea. There were lots of lethal attacks flying around. First he dislocated his shoulder, then he broke his hand. He got subdued by the goons with guns and ended up with a gun to his head. He manifested the power to summon Intervention, his legacy superhero, to help them. She did show up. She did save him, but she had exactly zero empathy for his broken hand, his incredibly traumatic experience, and was just like, why am I even here? This is nothing. You being in danger, you having your hand broken, that is nothing to me. And she just flew away. Which is very unusual behavior for her, considering she's known as like the one who cares. Like empathy is her main thing. That's what she's known for. So I, the player, think that is a fake intervention somehow, and I'm not sure what's up. Lance, on the other hand, he just thinks it's all his fault because he's horrible. He's just the worst, and that's why she doesn't give him any empathy. And he has gone home to cry and basically give up being a superhero unless something happens, which I'm sure it will. So let's jump back into it.
Yes, that's all right. So we are going to start today out with Shadow Smoke. Shadow Smoke, you weren't around because before you managed to get up with the group, someone else had given you a mission. Where are you usually on the weekends?
During the day or at night?
During the day before you head out to do
I probably, if it's a nice day, I probably am out with my sketchbook. If I'm not in the theater. So those would be either like in one of a couple haunts, which anybody who's following me would know what they are, or in the theater. So
okay. Where would you be this weekend?
Let's say at the is there a spot that like overlooks some water?
Yeah.
Nearby?
Yeah, there'd
Okay.
be like a park, just
Sure. So
has
like
one of those
at
little
the park.
man-made lakes, and everything
Yeah.
has some ducks and stuff.
Yeah. So she's just like, decompressing, like writing in her journal and sketching and stuff.
Right. So as you're sketching, you notice / hear someone coming up behind you.
I would probably not turn and actually I would hold on, sorry. I'm reminding myself how you play this game. So I would does it sound like threatening at all, or just like there is a person? That's all I.
No, they don't seem to be rushing or anything. They just seem to be walking up behind you.
Okay, well I'll just sort of turn and look and like sort of nonchalantly as I do.
You notice a woman with red hair in a suit. You've seen them before.
Is this Red Ferret? Is that the
Oh yeah.
right description? Okay.
And she's like, "That's an interesting drawing you've got there."
Yeah, usually they're just for me. What do you want?
Well, you seem to be pretty good at getting around places, aren't you?
Yeah.
Great. I need you to do something for me.
Okay. What is it?
Remember that that villain that y'all let get away from the bank?
We didn't let him. It just happened.
Sure. I need you to tail him for a bit for me today. We've got a bit wind of where he's going, and we kind of want to see what he's up to. We're not quite ready to take him in just yet.
Why?
Does it really matter? Just follow him around for a
mean-
bit, tell us what you see.
Am I looking for anything in particular? It's easier to snoop when you have some idea of what you're looking for.
We're not sure yet. That's what you'll be telling us.
Okay. Alright, I mean, hell, I got nothing better to do. Look, I mean, is there anything in it for me?
I mean, let's say you'll get on my good side.
That seems nebulous, but... Alright.
I mean, don't forget why you're here, after all, in the group.
Well, it had nothing to do with you.
No, but it has to do with Aegis.
Fine. Fine. Where is he?
I think over by the Laurel Bridge. Probably around sometime at night or something. I don't know. You know how those types like to do things. Cover darkness.
Question for the GM, remind me, did we actually see this guy? He was like up in the vault somewhere, right? Like we didn't actually see him.
Some of y'all saw him. I don't know if you in particular saw him. I don't know if you went
Okay.
into the vault while he was there.
I'll just I don't know. I'll just ask for a description. Alright, well, what's he look like when he's not breaking into banks?
Oh, he's got a very... his costume is it's kind of like a construction worker-ish, you know. Very unoriginal.
Like full hard hat and vest and everything, or?
Yeah, gloves, no real equipment or anything.
Interesting. Alright, I mean, yeah, I should be able to find him easily enough.
Good, good. So, let us know what you find.
How am I communicating with you?
Here you go. She hands you her card.
What does it say?
Just very basic. Just has like has her hero name, and a phone number, and just the Aegis logo.
Say, can I text you on this, or do I have to like call?
You can text. It's a secure line.
Okay. You have Snapchat? I mean,
No.
well, it might be useful if there's video to be taken, you know? Also, like, who doesn't have Snapchat?
Pretty
Jane,
sure you
player, by
can
the way,
text
does not have
video.
Snapchat.
I'm pretty sure you can text video.
Fine. So freaking old fashioned. Whatever. Alright.
Alright. And she just walks off.
When insisting on text makes you old-fashioned, oh god, that just made me feel so old.
As a 31-year-old millennial, I am fully aware that the fact that I do not have Insta or Snap or TikTok and never did Vine or any of the others means that I am absolutely old. Even if I text all the time.
Did you make some of those up?
No, those are all real, dude. Vine, I don't
I-
think exists anymore.
No,
or
it-
nobody
it-
uses it,
yeah,
but it
it's
was a
not.
thing.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Sorry, TikTok absolutely sounds made up. It's not.
It used to be called Musically.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you tell anyone that you're going? I'm gonna assume no.
I would probably just shoot a text to Foil just in case and be like, tailing a guy. Probably won't get hairy, but you know.
Alright. And Foil does have that messed up phone.
Foil does have that messed up phone.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think there's anybody else that I would text right now. So, yep, that's it.
Alright. So, how do you start your tailing? When you do? Do you just go straight to the bridge? Do you scope it out and during the day first, or?
I probably just like, shove my book into my bag, and then, yeah, just like head over to the bridge. Probably like hood up. What's the weather like?
I don't know. Let's say it's like fall time, so a little brisk, but not too bad.
Okay. So a hoodie's not out of place. All right. Or yeah, I think I would go with the like the hoodie under the jacket so that I can do that. And then just kind of inconspicuously go check this bridge out. See if I can find a random semi-ill-equipped construction worker.
All right. Can you give me a? Do you want to assess the situation?
Yes, please. That sounds great. Which I get extra questions when I use that. Okay.
All right, an 8. So, what extra questions do you get? You also get 1 from the list.
So I can always ask one of the following questions. Let's see. I would say, like, what here is useful or valuable to me, and I specifically mean, like, useful in figuring out what this guy's doing, or what's going on, or finding him. So that's, I think we decided that I get that question on top of my normal
Yeah, if it's
questions. Okay.
if it's a playbook ability, it's on top of the assess questions.
And then the other one is I guess it would be like, how could we best end this quickly? I just want to, like, how can I pick him up quickly? None of these questions are exactly right.
Yeah.
for
We can
that.
Questions are just
Okay.
suggestions.
phrase
Yeah.
it the way you need to.
Yeah.
So from the looks of it around, it seems like you're early. The only way that you can figure out to end this is to just wait it out, or just leave without getting any information. What you can best use to your situation, you see a couple of things, like you see piles of trash, like you see some like trash cans that you could probably hide around, or you could always try to hide out on the top of the bridge if you think something's going out under. So
Did you say where in relation to the bridge it would be?
no, just around the bridge. Or you'd assume that things probably usually go on under bridges, but
Yeah. I think I will do like a lap around like this whole area and just see if I spot anything. And then if not, then I would try to find a place where I have a view, like as good of a view as possible. So
all right. Let me see. What can you use?
and I'm probably not wearing my mask for this.
Okay. Are you using any of your abilities to try and hide, or you're just kind of
If I see somebody that I feel like I need to hide from, then I'll throw up an illusion or something. But at the moment, I feel just kind of chill.
all right? So yeah, you end up waiting around for a couple hours. You know, nothing seems to be going on. Eventually, you notice a black car just sort of pull up under the bridge and just kind of wait there for a bit.
Okay. At that point, can I get closer and still be hidden at all?
You can try.
Okay.
Let's see. What would have you roll for that? Well, you can just get closer. How close are you trying to get?
I'd like to be within earshot if I can. But I'm gonna be more cautious on this than foolhardy. That's the word that I want.
Okay. Yeah, so you can try and sneak up. You're not using any powers. Let's see. Let's just roll a straight mundane to see how well you can, just sneak up.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Yeah, you're pretty sure that no one can notice you. You're managed to go through all the shadows, and. All right. So are you specifically listening in? Or are you trying to look into the car?
Yeah, I guess is there stuff going on outside the car, or is it just a car sitting there?
Just a car sitting there. The car is still on. They haven't shut off the engine. It's idling. You can maybe hear some music on the inside. It's a little muffled. You can't quite tell what it is.
Can I tell what style of music it is? Is it like a heavy beat?
The windows are rolled up, so not really.
Okay. They don't have the bass turned all the way up or anything? Okay. I'm gonna hang tight for a little bit. I haven't seen anybody come in or out of this car.
Right.
So presumably whatever's gonna happen hasn't happened yet. So
Right.
I'm gonna hang tight somewhere hidden, and I'll throw up an illusion if need be.
From what you
like
can
an
tell,
illusion of like a blank wall or something.
From what you can tell, all the windows cars are tinted, so you can't really look in without, specifically trying something. Eventually, after like half an hour to 45 minutes, you feel the ground start to shake a bit. And you notice a little ways off from the bridge, in a slightly inconspicuous area, a hole kind of starts to appear, and you see someone climb out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems like our guy.
Yep. And he walks up to the car and kind of knocks on the window. And the window rolls down. He just hands them something in a box. And, what side of the car are you on?
I was imagining myself on the passenger side, but wherever I had found a hiding spot, I'm not sure what angle I was coming from. So I probably wouldn't have crossed in front of, the car, so.
Alright. Yeah, so you can't really see you notice him walking out with the box, and, when he knocks on the car window, you can hear it roll down. Then he asks, "Is this everything? Everything I asked for?" You hear a woman's voice go, "Mm-hmm. Check it if you want." Can you roll me an assess? Are you... An 8. Okay. You don't get much of the voice, but you think it might be familiar. You're not sure. It could be maybe something you've heard on TV or something, or maybe it just sounds like someone you've heard before. That's about all you can tell from what you've got right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the car is between me and the guy, is what you're saying,
Mhm.
right?
You can't hear too much. The music kind of drowns out the voice a bit.
I would like to teleport so that I am under the car.
Okay. That's a freak.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Crazy eights over here.
On an 8. Yes, yes. Okay, on an 8, okay. You do manage to get under the car. You're not in the best spot. You're kind of afraid that if the car drives off, you might get it hurt.
Okay.
Okay. Let's roll a danger to see how bad you are under there. There's a danger, alright?
It's coming. I'd passed too many rolls.
Okay. Ooh.
That too. That's an oh dear.
Yes. You realize that after you teleport in there that your jacket is caught on something under the car.
Great. So I will try and like free myself if I can.
Alright. Are you just gonna try and work on that, or are you just kind of like ignoring what else is going on with the car and the graveler?
I'm definitely listening still. Yeah.
Alright, so you hear
And I
him.
probably care more about listening because I know I can probably teleport away.
You hear him say, yeah, seems I'll be there. Let me know if you got anything else. You hear the voice go, yeah, we'll contact you. Then he starts to walk off with an envelope in hand.
Yeah. So sorry, am I attached to something on the car or on the ground?
On the car.
Great. I am now going to attempt to teleport away
Sure, it's another freak.
back into my hiding spot. Whoa.
Alright. You managed to
That's
teleport back without any issues.
Yeah.
You know.
Does my jacket look okay? Did it?
I
I mean, it's a
mean,
leather jacket, so like a little bit of like
a little bit of scuffing.
is
know.
totally fine.
Yeah. You didn't
That's
teleport any part of the car with you, so that's good. And the car, essentially, you could hear it switch over to drive and start to go off. Are you trying to do anything before the car leaves the vicinity, or?
I will. Oh, you know what? I have my phone. I'm gonna try and take a picture of the license plate,
Okay.
and then just send that over with a quick little caption like person in car gave package to guy under bridge or something like that, and send it off to the secret number.
As you take your phone out, you realize that it seems to be. It's like your phone's on, but it doesn't seem to be working. You know?
Oh, and I can't. It's not that it's not connected, so I can't even like take a picture or anything.
It's like something's stopping the phone from. It's like you can adjust the volume. You can turn it into sleep mode and whatnot, but it's for some reason it's not allowing you to access any of the programs.
I very quietly swear under my breath, and then try and grab my like sketchbook and write it down. But if I don't have time to do that, then I won't.
It's just about starting to go off. You have to be a little bit closer if you want to do that. So you can try and get closer.
Oh, to be able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll try and get a little bit closer. I will. Where's the guy now?
His back is to you. He's walking back to the hole.
Okay. I will teleport myself to where I'm like crouching down right behind the car so that they don't see, maybe like 5 feet behind the car so that they don't see me.
Okay. You can teleport. Can you roll a danger for me?
Okay. Whoa. 11.
All right. So you managed to teleport. And you write down the license plate number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Throw that stuff in my bag, and then look for how I can tail this guy without him noticing me.
So you're going to try and tail Graveler or the car?
Graveler. Because he's the dude I'm supposed to tail, right? This is the guy?
Yeah, they said they wanted you to find out what was going on, if you could, any information. But he's going back to the hole, so you'd have to go into the hole with him?
Okay, so I'm sorry. I thought my job was to tail him specifically, but if they...
It was to tail him and figure out what was going on, what he was up to.
Okay. Then I guess if there's some, like, if he's just going back into his hole, and he's clearly...
He's finished his business.
He's finished whatever he's doing, then yeah, I'll see if I can follow the car and, like, just try to figure out where its, like, base is or whatever. And presumably that would involve just, like, teleporting along behind it.
Okay,
Off to the side, probably, but...
Could you give me 2 freak rolls? I just want to see.
Okay.
That'll determine how well you can follow.
See how well this goes.
Yeah.
Well. And a hit. So first one's a miss.
On the 5, you accidentally teleport a little too far. You end up teleporting in front of the car. Or, like, not directly in front, like, off to the side, but, you know, like, if the car was looking for you, maybe they'd be able to see you. So when you realize that, do you just kind of, like, what do you do?
I probably just start, like, nonchalantly walking. Like, looking like I'm supposed to be there.
Alright. And on the 8, you can teleport for a bit more. You eventually, the car loses you.
Sure.
You weren't able. They took a turn somewhere, and you misguessed the. But you noticed them heading towards the city. In the general direction of where you guys tend to meet up, and where Super Tech was, and so they're going in that general direction. So somewhere towards either the warehouse district and the main city. So that's about all you can tell.
Okay. So, at that point, I will, I guess, make my way back, and try to... Is a payphone a thing in this town?
Not really. Those things,
Okay.
I mean, there are very
they're
specific locations that have them. Usually, like, maybe airports. Most places don't have payphones anymore.
I've literally seen 2 in the past 20 years, and they were both attached to gas stations that have been there for at least 50 years.
Relics of a bygone age.
Well, yeah, but I thought I would check. This is not exactly in our universe. So I will... Oh, maybe like the library. Is there a library nearby?
Yeah, you know where the library is.
Okay.
Library
Unless
still
the
exists?
school's closer. I might go to... If the school's closer, then I would go there. But
They're about equidistant.
school, home,
You can,
or library, whatever's the closest.
I'd say home is maybe a little further away, but the library and the school are about equidistant, so you could choose to go either one.
I'll go to the library because it probably doesn't involve breaking in.
Cool. As you get to the library, you hear your phone ding. It's just a message from Mr. Gray saying, "Why didn't you join us tonight?" Or asking, he's like, "How come you didn't come by tonight?"
I text back, "What are you talking about?"
And he just sends a reply. "You missed out on the mission.
What mission?
Make sure you come by tomorrow."
Do we have to do this on the weekend too?
Oh yeah.
Question mark. What the hell? I got a life to like actually like WTH, all caps. I have a life to live, man.
You will realize that your cell phone is working now.
So once I'm done being like, ugh, then I will text the license plate to the number.
Yeah, it just sends you a thumbs up emoji.
And then I say like, lost the car. Do you need me to keep doing anything?
You just get another text back says, "We'll let you know."
I say, alright, but I'm busy during, what are we calling it, detention? What is there an official name for it?
What did we call it?
I would say I'm busy
study?
during that, whatever the term we're using is.
Counseling, I think.
Yeah, counseling.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I mean, I'm up to help, but I'm busy during counseling fun times. Gotta get through this stupid bullshit. And then, like, sends that.
Yeah, just get a message like, "Sure, I'll try not to do anything during those times. No guarantees."
Just like a thumbs up.
All right. So, yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the day.
So then, at some point, Foil probably gets my text that I sent, right?
Did Iona fix Foil's phone?
Oh, right, yours is broken for other reasons. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I don't think Foil will let her have it again.
I thought something else happened to it, and
It
it,
did.
like completely, yeah.
I used it again and broke it completely and offered to take it, and you said no and walked off with it.
And then I
Yes.
suggested that you just buy him a new one.
Yes. My brick of a BlackBerry.
So I send. I don't remember if Luce knows about that it's just like broken. Does she know? Because at some point, if that's true, she would have thought of that. But
Was Stella there when Iona first fixed or Foil's phone?
yeah, but I don't think it was broken.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know it was completely broken at this point.
Okay, cool. We'll just go with that. We won't worry about it. So Luce doesn't know that it's broken, so she sends a couple more texts to Foil being like, "Did we have a mission tonight? Like, what's going on? Like, why do we have to do this on the weekends? Why aren't you responding to me? Are you okay? My phone wasn't working for a while." Just like 6 texts like in a row, just like stream of consciousness. And
Please.
then after
Gradually
like a
building
half
panic.
hour, after like a half hour when he doesn't respond, I think I would move over to texting. Let's see, I don't know that I have Conversion's number. Unless, does conversion keep a burner?
I don't. I don't think he would
'Cause
have
if you-
thought to.
Because if you gave me your real number, it would obviously match up to Danny in my phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you all exchanged some sort of contact information when you all realized that you had to be a group. So,
Okay, so then I would probably send a text to conversions, like burner number, forwarding number, or whatever that you're using to keep yourself secret. And
Please tell me that it's a Gmail.
It's just a Google Voice number. Send a text and be like, "Did we have a thing tonight?"
That was perfectly timed.
Yeah.
He'd respond saying, "Yeah, had to track down missing stuff."
It's conversion that has the relationship with Red Ferret, right?
Loosely.
conversion
Like,
and
the complicated
Paladin Hulk. Conversion has the most complicated. Paladin Hulk or Intervention Boy has the more. Oh, I don't know. It's definitely
Okay,
the more
so-
public one.
So I text conversion and be like, "Well, sorry, I didn't know we had to do this today too. Red Ferret had a thing."
He's just gonna text back in quotes thing.
Yeah, like a task for me. Just wanted me to follow somebody. Like shrug emoji.
He's gonna respond back. Well, that's not, or well, I don't trust that. Like ...
Yeah, I mean, all I did was get a license plate number. It's not like I could have done that much damage or help or whatever. Look, why isn't Foil texting me back? What the hell? Is he okay?
He's gonna respond back. Foil's phone's broke as hell. And
God damn it! He can't keep a phone working for more than like a week.
And then just follow up. Iona broke it again.
Well, okay, that is pretty funny. I say, alright, well, I guess I'll be there tomorrow. Is this 7 days a week? What, why? There's gotta be labor laws against this.
Shrug emoji. And then just slave driver.
And then I send the gif of like, when you say slave driver, I send one of the gifs of somebody standing being like, yes. Maybe like Meryl Streep, like cheering and yes.
That's good. Do y'all have a group text by any chance, or is that just y'all just text each other individually?
I'm not sure if we would have started one yet. Maybe.
I think actually Luce might start a group text here.
We never
And-
addressed it before tonight.
Yeah, I think Luce will start one here at this point. I think she'll text conversion, just be like, so just in case, Iona breaks another phone, should we have a group text going?
He'll send back. Probably a good idea.
I say, alright, I'll start it. So I send a group text to everybody, and just say, hey guys, sorry, I didn't know we had a thing tonight. I'll be there tomorrow.
How does that work? Do I not accept it, or do I get pulled in and then immediately leave?
Well, everybody gets the first group text. It's up to you if you block the numbers or not.
Alright, so I leave. That's the thing. Okay. So that's what you see. You see the group text form, and then the first thing that happens after I get the pop-up is that I immediately leave.
Then I respond to the group, I'm like, what the hell?
You get an absolute wall of emojis.
What's the general mood of the emojis?
It looks like Anime just opened up the emojis and just started thumbing through all of them.
Luce has been like, wow, this did not go as planned. This group text, stop spamming. I like the idea that Iona's sending them in like each one in like a separate message, so each one is a separate notification.
Somewhere in the midst of them is going to be from conversion. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
There'll be a cat gif of the cat's paws going like this.
Iona, are you just discovering emojis? The like crying smiley face.
It's gonna be the meme of Nicolas Cage and You Don't Say.
Oh no, Iona knows how to meme.
Learning the important things.
And then I text the group and I say, can somebody tell Foil to like come over or call me or something?
There'll be ... Not it.
Conversion's like, I can try, but he kind of doesn't have a phone right now.
Are you not together? Like lots of question marks.
He just no, we split up when went home. We're done for the night.
And it's just like, oh, okay. Well, good night, everybody. Iona, please stop. Please stop with the emojis.
There'll be 5 different gifs.
Please also stop with the gifs and the memes. I don't know how you learned this stuff this quickly, but please stop.
Conversion's just gonna say in all caps, use your words.
Can't you? And then Luce is like, wait a second. Can't you just like think
you both
words
hear a
and
voice
send
in
them?
your heads.
Like,
You both hear
isn't
a
it
voice.
more work to select an emoji than to think a word and send it?
Before that even gets out, you hear in your heads, well, but you put me in a group text.
Ah, yeah.
Yes, text.
You get a
Text
very
words.
startled or like, ah, why? Whoever she's walking by on the street, I'm sure is like,
All right, so
So then I text conversion directly and I say, dude, what's up with Lance?
One last
he's-
blushing face emoji.
Conversion's gonna respond saying intervention showed up because I don't think he would have known that intervention boy called her because that all happened up on the roof, right?
Yes.
So conversion's gonna say intervention showed up, didn't seem happy, think he took it hard.
I say, all right, I'll see if I can talk to him or something. And so then I'm going to text Lance directly and just say, hey, heard stuff was weird tonight. Are you okay?
You get a no with lots of thoughts.
I say, look, I'm not like your best friend or anything, but if you want to talk about it, I don't have anything else going on right now.
That would be nice.
And then I'm just like, all right, what's up?
Can you come over?
Luz pauses for a second and is like, this is the point in the movie where you see her being like, I'm pretty sure he's not hitting on me right now. And she's like, okay. So, yeah, she'll go over. Does she know where Lance is? Yeah,
Just
she'll just
text
be
you
like,
the
where are
address,
you
it's
or
fine.
whatever. Yeah. And head over there.
So it's a it's a decent apartment that they live in, or a house. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's like a small house. The parents will be at work because they work a lot. So Lance will open the door just in his normal clothes. His hand looks messed up because it's broken and he hasn't gone to fix it yet, or even knows that that's a thing, because if he does that, everyone knows his secret identity and needs to deal with that, and he's been crying a ton.
Whoa, dude, you look messed up. That looks rough. Did you break your hand?
Yeah, I did.
Um,
And she didn't even care.
who didn't care?
Intervention. It hurts.
Isn't that like her thing? Like she cares about everything? Like sort of ad nauseum?
Yeah. I take 2 steps and I hug you.
Oh. Alright, hey big guy. Like why don't look, have you eaten anything recently?
No.
Okay, what do you have for food? I will make you dinner. You need to eat something and get some water in you, and then we're gonna talk, and then we're gonna go to a doctor.
Okay.
Yeah?
you.
Okay. What do you... I just, like, go, like, looking through the fridge to, like, find, like ramen, or, like, it doesn't matter, like, something that I can make.
Lance probably stocks his fridge reasonably well.
So I pick out something or other, and you get like a weird hodgepodge of like easy to make things, and I bring it over and like with a glass of water, and I'm like, here, ingest.
I sit quietly and I eat, and I look a lot happier than I was before.
And then I go
Because
like,
at least someone gives a fuck.
well, I mean, yeah,
I don't say that out loud.
oh, okay,
That's me describing that he looks somewhat pleased.
got it. All right, dude, what happened? Conversion
Well-
didn't really know.
We were at that warehouse thing, and we were just looking around, and it was a perfectly fine mission, you know, no dangers, just tracking down a box.
I mean,
And-
that's not a thing that happens. But wait, you were tracking down a box?
I think so.
For what?
Something that got stolen from Super Tech. Something. Maybe it was the thing that got stolen from the bank, but I'm not really sure anymore.
You know how big it was supposed to be?
I leave the thinking to the others. But
Fair.
we tracked it down, and I think I was helpful doing that. But then a bunch of guys with guns came out, and I got scared because, you know, none of us are really bulletproof, and I just
Sure.
wanted everybody to not fight, and then we started fighting anyway.
Okay.
Bullets started flying. I had a hard time not getting hit, and I tried to keep everyone else safe, and it was hard, and the fighting was terrible. We were such a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I got dislocated my shoulder. It still hurts. And we couldn't leave. There was this force field around the thing, because I tried to, you know, get away, but it didn't. We couldn't. I tried to punch the force field, and that's how I broke my hand.
I look. Is your shoulder still dislocated?
No.
Okay.
The conversion fixed it while we were there, but you know, that's gonna sting for a bit.
I say, all right. Yeah, that sounds pretty rough. What happened with intervention?
Well, all our technology was turned off by.
Yeah, did you have that too? My phone
there-
wasn't working either for a while.
I don't know that I think there was a supervillain who did that in the building, and the others were fighting him, and I just really just tried to get away from all the guys with guns.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so useless. And then they came up to get me, and I still couldn't get away. And I called for intervention to come save me.
Mm-hmm.
And then that guy, he put a gun to my head.
Whoa.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die. And then she showed up, and I thought, oh, I'm saved.
That's heavy, dude.
And she did save me. She broke through the field, and she kicked those two goons aside. And she didn't care at all that I was hurt. And she didn't ask how I was doing. She didn't check on me. All she said was that she didn't, that I was wrong to call her, because this supervillain wasn't strong enough to deserve her attention. But it's just because she doesn't care about me at all. She cares about everybody except me. Here, look, and I take you to my bedroom, which is just lined with intervention posters. There we go.
Whoa.
Which is
Dude.
a lot of like her feeding the homeless and talking to like a jumper and all these just great examples for an empathic, caring person she is.
I think you might need to like diversify your role models here, buddy. Just a thought.
There's some sports people. Look, there's whatever sports person is famous. And there's one. Yeah, I got a little carried away, I guess. Look at that face, and I pointed to everyone except me.
Do you think intervention was just having a bad day? I mean, sometimes I'm an ass.
She didn't
for
even
no
seem
reason.
angry. She just seemed like she didn't care at all about any of us. Not about like doing the right thing. Not about people hurting. Nothing. It was weird.
Well, what happened the last time you talked to her, like before this?
Well, the time before that, it was basically the same thing where she, where I was on TV with Red Ferret saying I was a bad superhero because I didn't beat her up or something. And then she showed up to tell me I was worthless, and I was a stain on her reputation, and I had to become a superhero to make it better, a good superhero.
Yeah, it sounds like she's really pushing you to like, I don't know if be more independent is right, but
Yeah,
I mean that kind of sucks either way. Like,
yeah, she was never like that before. I mean, she saved me, and I spent a lot of time with her in Onwasi, and she was exactly like these posters.
Yeah. Well, you're not a project to be saved anymore. You're trying to be like her. That's a higher standard, right? I mean, like,
I guess so.
I don't know. But that, like, that sounds really rough. Why'd you leave the group chat?
I don't know if I want to be a superhero anymore. I mean, I was only doing it to pay back intervention for saving my life. And she said she wanted me to be a superhero.
Well, what do you want to do
I'm
instead?
so bad at it.
I mean, you'll never be as bad at it as I am. So
You're great.
Yeah,
You do
I'm
bad.
good at throwing illusions and teleporting around, but like saving the world, I don't even know if I want to do that.
You live in the world, so I'm gonna say yes, you do.
I mean,
You're a
yeah,
great
in a
person.
vague, like, I don't want to get blown up sort of way, but
You should give yourself some credit.
if it's not a
You're-
supervillain that blows us up, it'll just be some other company like Venture whatever or super bullshit. I mean, somebody's gonna blow us up. What is it worse if it's a villain that wears a cape instead of, a suit?
It's not. It's just about, helping people. And you're gonna do that. You're a good person.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, you're better at this than you think you are.
Not
Yeah.
according to her.
Well, whatever. She's so busy, like, saving everybody else. Is she even watching you? Does she even know?
I don't know.
Well,
She sure didn't
then it's
seem
not
to care.
really a very accurate, like, report card, is it? I mean, she's not even watching. What does she know? All she knows is that she's seen you at, like, your weakest moments. Because your
I guess
good
that's
moments are
true.
happening in, like, a training warehouse and, like, in a bank vault. She's not gonna see, like, the good stuff you're doing. She's only seen you when you've needed help.
That's true.
So if you're only showing her when you need help and she's never seeing you when you're doing a good job, she probably doesn't think you're very good at it because she's only seeing you when you're having a rough day.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay,
I don't
can we
think
go
you
to
should
the doctor
leave.
now?
What?
Can we go to the doctor now?
Yeah, let me grab some
This is
ice
really
for that,
starting
buddy.
to hurt.
Do you have
and
an
I'm
ice
starting-
pack in here somewhere?
Yes. And I
I say,
haven't used
no,
these in a while.
just sit. I will go grab the ice pack.
Oh no,
I will grab the
I-
ice pack and, like, wrap it around.
This is something that I'm good at. Remember, he's a sports guy, so this suddenly is like his old life being useful for once because he knows how to ice pack things. So I'm gonna run to the fridge and get the ice pack that's always in there. I'm like, hey, I got one.
Awesome. Well, the next time Foil accidentally stabs himself with his sword, I'm sending him to you for help. Let's go.
He was really great during this fight.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Cool.
I think he might be the best of us.
Yeah, he probably is. Let's go. And then we go.
Yes, you
Thanks,
all
Moose.
make it to the urgent care room. They give you a cast for your hand, and just do y'all part ways.
I say that,
or-
when they ask about it, I was like, look, we were, like, practicing our, like, karate sparring, and I ducked and he hit the wall, and yeah, I'm sorry, man. I should have been in a bigger room.
Be surprised how many of those we get.
Really? That's normal? Okay.
I mean, everyone wants to be a superhero. They all do stupid shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks for the cast.
Yeah. Just if you can talk to your doctor about it later, maybe they can let you know when the test comes off.
All right. Well, you have a great day.
Mhm.
Thanks.
I lean over to Lance and I go, just make sure you get some, like, good pain meds, and the ones you don't use, just, like, send them my way. I got good uses for them.
Did I get prescribed pain meds? By this ER
Yeah, you've
person?
gotten.
They'll go to a good cause, I promise.
Yes, you got some pain meds.
I don't know. Are you supposed to take these? Because you're not hurt, but you might be hurt. Okay. Yeah. All right. I've reconciled this in my head that it's for an emergency. And I'll
Yeah,
give you,
it's- yep.
Like, let's say she gave me 10, and I'll give you 4.
Lu's like, sweet, that was really easy. She didn't say that out loud, but that is her thought process. Like, dang, that worked really well. And just, like, pockets them for later.
All right. So do y'all part ways after this, or?
Yeah, I would make sure that Lance gets home okay, and then, yeah. And then re-add him back to the group chat and say, we're back together. Like,
Hi, everyone.
Wall of emojis.
Okay.
Conversion just types out sigh ... Welcome back. Glad to have you back.
Yes, welcome back to the party. Does anyone?
I am going to now, because I've prepared for this.
Sure.
I had a level up saved up, which I'm going to now spend to remove intervention as someone who has influence over me.
Oh. Okay.
That's neat.
Nice.
Because that's the only way to move forward. Just to do it on my own.
All right. Does anyone else do anything before the night's up?
I feel like Ioname would continue sending emojis long past the time everybody else turned off their phone.
We're all muting the group chat as we go to sleep.
So it's just like every other group chat.
Oh, and maybe Luz would like to roll a comfort and support for this whole thing.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
Good
That's
call.
probably good, yeah.
Yeah, if y'all have comfort and support abilities.
Well, we all do.
Yeah, it's a basic move.
Yeah. But does any of your playbooks have special abilities for that as well? 'Cause some do.
I have one against it, like if somebody tries to comfort or support me. But...
Okay. How about intervention, boy?
I can give people orders. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, so I will go ahead and roll the mundane, which I also just did an advancement, and I decided to just add one to any two labels, and I picked mundane and savior as I get closer to the rest of the group. So
That's good stuff.
that's a 7.
Alright.
7.
Nice.
7.
So yeah. Any questions? Hit.
So
So you can mark
you-
potential, clear condition, or shift labels.
I have the conditions afraid and hopeless.
So you could clear one of those if you wanted.
Yes. But it's up to you, right? You're confident supporting me. Do you clear my afraid, my hopeless? Do you give me potential? What are you going to do?
I think I probably would try to clear. I think I would probably try to clear hopeless. Just like remind you that like you still have a spot. And I don't think she was like trying to pump you up to like make you feel braver, but just like to
Yeah.
make you feel like you could accomplish something even if this one person hasn't seen it.
And you did a great job.
In a very loose sort of way.
That's all you
Loose
need.
being
You
the
know?
name
You need to
loose.
show that you care, and everything else is mostly irrelevant.
It seemed like the loose way was probably actually the best way to go about that.
I apologize for
Unusual.
crying, but I get into this stuff.
No,
This
yeah,
is
that's
why I
awesome.
like role-playing games.
Okay.
Yep. And then she stole some of his prescription drugs, so it was a very loose sort of night.
Everything's coming up loose.
Well, that's where we're going to take our break. So yeah, here we have our video for if you could stay and watch a video for our sponsors, that'd be great. Our sponsor again are Roll20, Devin Rue, oh no, I misplaced them all.
Tabletop loot.
Yes, Tabletop Loot, and Sell Nerdware. All right. So here.
Thanks so much for hanging out with us today. If you get a second during break, you should check out one of our amazing sponsors. We're now proudly sponsored by Roll20, the best virtual tabletop for all your role-playing needs. Over 4 million people use Roll20's virtual tabletop to power their favorite games. And with more modules than you can shake a stick at on their new revamped storefront, you'll definitely find something for your group to enjoy. Sign up today by clicking the link below or heading to roll20.net/start/WTTP. Tabletop Loot is an amazing place to get your dice, dice bags, dice boxes, and more. And now you can get 15% off your purchase at tabletoploot.com by using the code WTTPDICE at checkout. Tabletop Loot. Your party starts here. While you're at it, check out our so awesome merch store, So Nerdware. So Nerdware is the place to find all your Welcome to the Party merch and other amazing stuff too. Head on over to sonerdware.com and use the code WELCOME at checkout to get 10% off your next purchase. So Nerdware. It's what the nerds wear. Devin Rue, the amazing mistress of maps, has kindly supported the channel since the beginning and provides graphics for many of our streams. Head on over to rueinc.com to check out some of the best fantasy cartography on the web. Our Patreon supports the creators and producers of the channel by providing Roll20 subscriptions, cost coverage for video hosting, and more. If you want to support the channel while getting podcasts a week early, gaming articles that are published on Patreon first, a shout out during our break, and more, head on over to patreon.com/welcomepartyrpg and throw us a buck or $5. And last, but certainly not least, help out the party. Subs and bits not only support the stream, but also every 500 bits or a Tier 1 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a reroll or system equivalent, and every 1000 bits or Tier 2 sub gives a player or DM of your choice a crit or system equivalent. Thanks again for hanging out with us today. The game will be back in just a few minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I would vote for yes, but only if you have stuff you want to do, Dom.
I mean, we're live, so yes, we are picking up with foil.
Hey.
Well then, answers that.
Exactly.
So-
Back the curtain.
Boy, it's the next day. You have a broken phone, and let's see. Is there anything you want to do before you have to meet up with the group again?
Well, Foil always has his job at the Mellow Espresso that he's probably picking up like 4-hour shifts here and there. Aside from that, it's the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then if anything, at the very least, he would have spent the morning taking care of his younger sister, Rebecca, making sure that she was okay since Dad is definitely at South Metro Hospital by this point.
Okay. Would you have picked up a temporary phone or anything at this point, or would you have just tried to...
More than likely, yeah. He probably would have gotten like what the hell is it, like Cricket Mobile or something like that. Like he would have gotten a
Right, one of those by-the-minute phones.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
Bitching the entire time, mind you, that he has to spend part of his paycheck on this.
I mean, you can get Ionmate to reimburse you, right? Because she broke your phone.
I'll put a new battery in it.
Or Ione can make you a better one.
With a self-destruct function.
Alright,
I feel like anything Ionme makes, the self-destruct function is self-destruct plus other things. Self plus things.
It's all the radioactive stuff that you keep right next to your junk. That's the good stuff.
do you let anyone know your new phone number, Foil, or...
Yeah, as soon as Foil gets a number, he would send a text to... You know, I just realized something. So he probably has Danny's number from work, just from the sense of like trying to cover someone, but then does Conversion have a different number? Yes? Okay.
Yeah, because I think we just talked about that.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm sorry. It
was during the like hour that you were quiet because you have a broken phone.
That happens. Anyway. So yeah, no, Foil would have been immediately like texting everyone, be like, new phone, this Wyatt, or, you know, Foil, depending upon who it is. Yes, exactly. Trying to like mince it down into like the most barely legible like text speak, because he's also probably fucking paying by the text of the character at this point too, so
Emoji wall.
Iona just never ceasing to just fucking ruin Wyatt's life.
I love their relationship.
Is there anything you won't take from me?
I mean, give me the new phone. Let's find out.
Oh god.
Conversion just sends a text. Yeah, that's all we get out of her.
Alright. Alright, is there anything else out anyone else wants to do before meeting up, or you just go about your days?
Luce will just text Foil back and said, "Heard you were a beast last night." With like strong person emoji.
Foil thinks about this very hard, like how to respond. And it's like, alright, don't fucking blow this. You finally did something cool. And all he can manage is like a baby you know it with like a winky face, and then he like furiously deletes the baby part.
So the text that Luce gets is just "you know it" with a winky face.
Yes.
She responds with the gif of it's not, I don't think it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt, but it's one of them that just like turns, he's like, I'm so proud of you. That one. I'm so proud of you, babe.
Yeah, Foyle's walking a little bit taller on the way to detention or counseling or whatever it is this time.
Lance is gonna first redecorate his room, and is gonna leave only one poster of intervention up, a more standard one with her doing the hero pose. And then he's gonna train on his own for a bit, which he usually does not do all that much. He doesn't like to do the superhero thing, but he's getting into it now.
Right.
So he puts on loud music and he does some jumping around, and it's a thing.
Cue the montage.
Exactly.
You do have to be kind of careful with that though, because your hand is still broken.
Yeah, I'm not.
Your shoulder's a
using
little
the hand.
sore.
I'm mostly working on the legs with jumping.
All right. How about Iona or conversion?
Conversion at like as Danny would probably maybe like bump into Wyatt and just be like, hey, you looking you're walking a little taller today.
And Wyatt immediately like hands in pockets, like hood of his hoodie up, like, oh, you think so? It's just and Wyatt's like trying desperately to think of the lie and math, yes, I got an 87 on my last test.
And Danny just looks really impressed. Really good. Math sucks, man.
And Wyatt has to resist being like, oh no, it's really easy. All you have to do is... And he's just like, yeah, it totally, it fucking blows, dude.
Just two awkward teens trying to act cool.
While one knows that the other is also a superhero, and the other is like, he must never find out that I am a superhero.
And the one's like, I know why he's really walking tall, but, I can't let on.
All right. Does Iona do anything?
Iona is literally laying in her ship, sending out walls of emoji to the stoners who are sending them back.
Perfect friends.
Luce probably, you know what? I bet Luce facilitated that connection. Like, hey, I know some people who would have their minds blown by this, and like, introduced you.
That's right, and you missed his interaction with Iona's interaction with the stoners last week.
She was very confused.
Yeah, I think Luce is very seriously considering bringing in Iona May as like a business partner. Like, I sell you the weed, and for an upcharge, you can get mind-blowing texts from a visitor from outer space.
Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad.
Just for the irony, her image, she's gonna like change her profile picture to a flying saucer emoji.
All right. So when you all finally meet back up for your counseling session, so there's Mr. Gray's there. He's like, all right, today's gonna be more of a light day. Just gonna kind of go over what happened the other day. You weren't there, Shadow Smoke, so you can just listen in, I guess.
Shadow Smoke's just like really glad that he's not like busting her balls on this, so she's just like, all right, whatever. She doesn't even have any snark for him today.
Intervention boy, what's wrong with what happened to your hand?
Broken.
Oh.
Remember that force field that was around the warehouse? I tried to punch it away, and No, that didn't work.
Interesting.
But it's in a cast now. I'm sure it'll be okay in a bit.
I might be able to do something about that. Want me to see if I can fix your hand for you?
Can you do that, really?
Oh, if you're willing to let me try something out.
I give like a fuck you to the sky. So, this guy is showing me more empathy than intervention, which is just like, what? Like, sure. That'd be real nice, Mr. Gray.
Iona is gonna look to the side, look at Wyatt. So what? Y'all trust him to mess with your bodies, but you won't let me mess with your phone?
I think you're implying some things here that people haven't said.
I mean, you broke his phone twice now.
All in the line of duty.
Like, if he messes up my hand, I'm assuming none of the rest of you is gonna trust him, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, he is.
I mean,
like,
hands are
the
tricky. They got a
foremost
lot
tech
more
expert.
wires in them.
You're not gonna turn me into a cyborg, are you? Because I know you like all that technology stuff.
What? No. There's a lot of waivers for that.
All right, good. I'm just checking.
Wait, the paperwork exists? Like, Wyatt is suddenly, like, kind of interested, but also, like, deeply horrified.
I bet Cyberborg had to fill out a lot of them with how much tech he's got.
Alright, well, I guess we can hold off on going over this bit while you fix your hand. Hey, Tracy. And Tracy comes out and is like, why don't you bring Intervention Boy here to that new prototype we made? Just what it costs, you might feel a couple pricks. If that's alright with you.
Sure.
Alright. So, Tracy leads you to the back. She's like, alright, come this way.
Hi, Tracy. How are you today?
Just work, like usual.
And at home? I don't really know much about you. What's your, like, do you have kids? What's going on?
Come this way.
All right. We don't have to talk. It's fine.
So, she leads you to the back, and you see this, I don't know, it's this, have you seen, oh shoot, what do they call those? It's like a circular machine that they, it looks like an MRI machine, except small. It looks like you can fit a limb into it. Like, just, put your hand in there, we'll block it down for a bit. You might feel a couple pricks.
With the cast?
Oh no, I'll take that off for you.
All right.
And she brings out the bone saw and cuts the cast off.
Yeah, all right.
Why does he have a bone saw?
She's an assistant. You have to be prepared for anything.
Legit questions. Just
Yeah. Do you ask? Or is that just...
No.
I don't ask. She needs one, and she has one. So,
Technically,
whatever the
Iona
reason was, it worked out.
Technically, Iona is just staring at her phone, looking through Google.
So as you put your hand in, she straps your arm in. She's like, try not to move it too much.
You have done this before, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, fine. I guess I could be a guinea pig.
Alright.
Do I need to sign a waiver?
Do you want to sign a waiver?
I mean, if I'm the first one to use this, I'm assuming there's loads of risks, right?
Sure. Let's see if I can dig something up. And she puts, she brings out a general NDA slash, what is it? Approval kind of signature thing. It's like, just sign here saying that you agree to this procedure and that you won't talk about it.
Right. You
We're
tell
sued.
me first that you think it's going to work, and that you're a decent human being.
Yeah, it'll work.
All right, let's pierce the mask.
Well, that's one of two.
All right.
That pause, though.
Boom.
All right. You can ask 3 questions.
Does she actually think it's gonna work? Is she a good person?
And
And,
and your last question?
Let's see. What should I ask?
Does she have kids?
Yeah, no, it's good. Like, is she not talking about her personal life because she doesn't want to talk about it for business reasons, or is that just a painful area for her? Like, what's going on there?
Okay. So you get yeah, she's pretty certain it's going to work. Oh shoot, what was the second question?
Is she a good person?
You can't
Because I
quite
asked her and she didn't answer.
can't
so
quite tell. You feel like it's either somewhere towards the middle, maybe, you know.
She doesn't think she's a good person, but she actually might be okay. Like about there?
Or the opposite.
All right.
So it's like it's not that she doesn't think she's not a good person. She just doesn't necessarily think that she's a good person. It's kind of like one of those.
Yeah.
One of those. I'm doing what I'm doing. It's my thing.
So she's Kreia from KOTOR 2.
Yeah. She's very down the middle. She's made a decision and she's sticking with it.
Might say
It's all
she's in a
business,
gray
okay.
area.
Mm-hmm.
That's lovely. Yay.
Get it, Thomas Gray.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
It was right there.
And as for her family, you get the feeling that work is her life.
She doesn't have one. All right. Damn it, I need more questions. Okay, fine. Let's do this.
All right, so you sign the paperwork.
Yeah.
All right. So keep your hand still. She pushes
Yeah,
a
I
button.
do. Let's do this. I close my eyes and I prepare for whatever's going to happen.
And you feel like a couple needles just kind of like prick your skin. It doesn't feel like they're digging in deep or anything, but it definitely punctures the skin. You know. You hear the machine start to power up. It really starts to hum loudly and heats up. Your hand kind of hurts a bit.
Ow.
It feels a little bit like you ever had your blood drawn for something like that, you know? Kind of feels
all the time.
Kind of feels like that. But yeah, you could definitely feel something's going on with your bones.
That's the idea, so hooray. If I get a claw, I'm going to be so angry.
No, so she's just sitting in the back, just kind of like looking at some of the readouts of the machine, going.
I sneak a peek at her face, like how it's going.
It looks like she's checking on levels or something, and
She doesn't look concerned.
no, she kind of looks like she's glad it's going on.
All right, good.
And once something reaches a certain level, she pushes another button. Then you no longer feel the pricks, but the machine is still hot. You can still feel something in your bones going on. And this goes on for like another 5 minutes until the machine powers down. It's like, all right, you can take your hand out now.
Yeah, all right. I very gingerly take my hand out. How's it look?
I mean, looks fine. How does it feel?
Does it work? Is my hand still broken?
It doesn't. You don't feel the pain from broken. It does feel a bit sensitive, but nothing like what it did when you went to the urgent care last night.
Well, it's a lot better. A lot better. I don't think it's broken anymore. Wow.
It
Do
shouldn't
you all
be.
see this? Show you my
You'd have
malfunctioning
to
hand.
walk out of the back to the main room to show
Right.
them all your hand.
Ah, well, thanks, Tracy.
You can just go back and join the rest of them now.
What about the machine? Did you get everything you needed from doing this?
Everything and more.
Oh. I hope it's gonna be available to more people. Because it works. Loads of people break their hands.
Still-
Like the nurse in the hospital even said that a lot of people accidentally punch walls and stuff and break their hands. So
It's still a prototype. We'll see how far we can take it.
There's an epidemic of wall punching in this city.
I can fly.
I have like
all
the
these
perfect-
superhero related accidents. It's gonna be horrible.
Do you look back as you're exiting, or you just keep going straight to the group?
I think I've wrapped up my interaction with her, so I enthusiastically run back to the group.
All right. Just for the sake of it, could you give me an assess the situation?
He's gonna clone me or something, right?
I have the perfect mental image of Ioname while all this is happening because she has discovered the wonders that is her phone. She literally has 2 spider legs coming out of her back, holding up the phone for the perfect selfie.
On a 9, just as you're exiting, you notice her take something out of... walk over to the machine and start to take something out, but that's all you notice.
I don't know how that thing works. I'm not a tech guy, so I know that she's gonna have samples and try to analyze my powers, but I don't think that's gonna take her anywhere. Because this is an entirely different set of how things go. So, good luck with that, lady. And I come back into the classroom. I'm like, look, everybody, I got my hand works.
Wow, and you were only back there a few minutes. It's
Yeah,
really impressive.
right? Thanks, Mr. Gray. That machine worked really well. Tracy seemed real happy with the results.
Oh, I'm sure she was. Now, you be careful with that hand. It's still not perfect, but it'll definitely be right as rain in a day or two.
Oh, all right.
At least.
So what's going on
That's
here?
how it's supposed to. Well, y'all tell me. We're just gonna go over what happened yesterday.
All right.
So, what y'all gather from the mission? Was that what you were looking for? Something more up y'all's alley?
Well, I learned that koalas are assholes.
Useful.
I need context for that.
She turned into one. The conversion just kind of shrugs as he says that.
I've been watching too many nature shows lately. I kind of got 2 animals confused and ended up with a koala.
Maybe you should just stick to animals that you actually know, like from your own home world.
I could give that a shot, and I'm going to turn into a giant creature with
Not here, just in combat.
with massive scales and spider legs coming off their back.
That's a different thing.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, what he said.
And it has Cthulhu tentacles around the mouth.
Of course it does. Alright, so how well do y'all think it went?
Well, I broke my hand, so it could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
But I broke some of them, so it went pretty well.
You were awesome.
Yeah.
I saw you kicking butt.
Yep.
Oh.
Fighting wise, not too bad for the most part. Kind of definitely maybe should work on the prep stage.
You really should. I mean, again, you didn't really leave with much to help with. I give y'all time to prepare, and again, y'all just jet on out.
Yeah, call it amateur eagerness.
Mhm.
Yeah, early bird gets the worm.
I bet we can. Oh yeah, that rolls off the tongue better because I bet we can workshop them.
Yeah.
Wrench falls out from my back of my belt.
How about next time we try to avoid fighting people with guns? Like, unless it's necessary. Because some fights just gotta happen, but I didn't think this was a fight that we had to do. I think we could have gone inside with them and waited for a better opportunity. You know, they came out and then everything hit the fan. Bullets started flying everywhere.
Well, we couldn't really communicate all that well once the tech went down.
No, I mean with them and their leader.
You know,
If I recall, we made the first aggressive move.
They pulled guns on us.
Yeah, that was bad. I grant
They
you
also
that.
trapped us inside.
That was also bad.
And that was after the guns came out.
Actually, no, that was before the guns came out because the field went up when the window was opened.
Wait,
Oh,
there
yeah.
was, would any of us have known that the windows? Because that was on the roof, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, because conversion's just gonna look at, what window?
I'm going to tow away the wrench with an unnaturally long leg.
Alright. So it seems like y'all need to get on the same page. Y'all need to figure out what your group dynamic's gonna be. Y'all gonna be the bull rush in, or y'all gonna be the figure out a plan type?
Oh,
I mean,
not for nothing, but boat rushing in seems to work so far. But
it's
some
definitely-
We
stuff
also
gets-
got real lucky though, because those bullets were flying. Like, you were doing great on the dodging, but like one little slip and
Yeah, that was.
we could have had a dead foil.
Yeah, that
Dead
was.
all of us.
That was a bit dicey. I'll give
Yeah,
you that.
I mean, you know, you should probably try not to die, buddy.
We could always find we could find a happy medium between the two. I think that works for our group.
Yeah, like if they were actually attacking us, then sure, we fight. But at that moment, they were just standing there.
I mean, bull rushing in's definitely the easiest way. But, coming up with a plan, y'all need to get to know each other better. Really be more cohesive. What would you have done if you were there, Shadow Smoke?
I mean, the first thing I can think of is I probably would have tried to confuse the people with the guns so that they're either distracted or they're firing in the wrong direction. And then if I could teleport somebody like past the bullet spray into like hand-to-hand combat, somebody that wanted to, I might do a little bit of that as well. Those would probably be those are the first two things I think of offhand.
Okay. So conversion. As the leader of this group, you think that went as well as you would have wanted to go, or would you have done things slightly different now that it's done with?
I mean, hindsight's 2020. I think there definitely could have been a better way to approach the situation.
Mm-hmm. And that would have been?
That's a koala.
There's that, and being generally more careful and maybe, trying to see what was going on inside before opening a window, apparently. And he just kind of looks at Iona.
I couldn't see past the window.
try?
Yes. And actually, I tried to open the window quietly.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is exactly where something like just like some basic walkie-talkies really would have made a difference.
Or lockpicks.
Oh, I can probably get us some of those.
Not surprised.
Wyatt like looks over at Luz, but like the most deadpan expression, like, no, really?
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't have them on me, but
I
I'm
think
trying
you
to
can just
remember
buy
if
them,
I
right?
sold that set that I had a while back. I'll look into it and get back to you guys.
Like, how does someone become a locksmith without lockpicks? That's like tool 1.
Yeah, that's what I use it for.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But like, I don't know, if you have like a spaceship that can go faster than light, how come you don't have a gizmo that can open a window?
I don't have a spaceship that can go faster than light.
Right? What you have a spaceship, and it does something, but you can't open a window. It seems
Not
like
with
it's
those
To be fair, the
failure.
spaceship could smash through the window. We've seen that.
Everybody's seen that.
Can we not talk about that part?
I'm just
The
saying.
loose
maybe you
pauses
should
like,
get
oh,
some,
right,
you know,
sorry.
some more tools to
And
help. you.
then Wyatt like gives Luz like a little bit of a thumbs up, like thanks.
I can make things and find ways around things if I have the resources with me.
Right. So
But somebody didn't want to let me have their phone.
well, you shouldn't have to depend on his phone. You should just carry your own freaking stuff. So.
Yeah, why
I
don't you
feel
have your
like,
own phone?
Just me personally feel like that should be something you
wanna
get
mess
up
with
to
my
before
phone.
the next mission, is where you get a backpack full of junk so you can turn it into a can opener or something.
That's
Do you
what
need a
wrench is
burner
for.
phone? I can get you one of those pretty cheap.
What's a burner phone?
None of you guys ask me for anything. You know this is what I do, right? Like, I get things for people.
What's a burner phone? It sounds fascinating.
It is not, in fact, a phone that burns.
Then why is it called a burner
I know you are
phone?
suddenly less interested.
And you all do know who I am, right? If you want secure phones.
Secure phones that are only monitored by you instead of anyone else who might be monitoring them.
Yes, no one else will be monitoring them. I mean, unless you're fine with your generic phones that anyone can tap into.
He did just fix my hand, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, Age is being headed now by a supervillain for all we know. So, and he's not a supervillain, so that's a lot of points in your book.
I mean, not
Yeah,
for
and
nothing,
what if your
but
hand has a tracking chip in it now?
Does my hand have a tracking chip in it?
No.
Okay.
Is he lying?
Those are
I
much
checked.
easier to put in the neck.
I mean, a lying is what was that, pierce the mask?
You want me to roll a piece of the mask? All right.
Who's checking?
I think we both are, right?
Sure.
I'm checking my hand to see if it's in there while saying that I believe you totally.
Nailed it.
No,
Won't need to in it.
he's not lying.
Damn it.
Like, you can tell
What a waste of a 12.
he's somewhat interested in the hand, but there's nothing in the hand.
Ideally, there's 3 places to put a tracking chip. I mean, you got the back of the neck back here where it's least likely to get injured. You got the back between the shoulder blades where there's this fatty portion that you can put it in, and there's the ass.
You've given this too much thought.
No, I just read a lot of books. Technically, I'm military. I mean, the Pathfinder program was a military program.
Okay. Well, guess we can still do some sort of training while we're here. This one's gonna be more up to y'all's. Y'all gonna need to pair up, and then constantly changing pairs. Use your powers together. Learn each other's powers. Figure out how to use them as a team, not just one-on-one. Maybe that'll help y'all figure out how to be a group better.
That sounds like a good idea.
Is this assigned teams, or we get to pick our own?
Well, since Intervention Boy's just got his hand healed, he can sit out the first one. For now, let's start with Conversion and Shadow Smoke. You two do something together. And Foil and Iona. How about you two?
Once again,
All right.
Wyatt stares just super fucking hard at this guy. Like, why do you hate me? What did I ever do to you, man?
Diana's gonna prance right up to him and go, okay, so what do we want to do?
Yeah, like, do we just
Well,
do something? I mean, that's not. Do
I
we
mean-
just think of something, or
You all know each other's powers. Figure out how to use them together.
I just teleport conversion across the room for funsies.
conversion's very disorienting?
Do you want me to
That's-
roll a freak for that? Because usually I feel like I've been touching people to teleport them. This is at a distance. So.
Sure, if you want to roll a freak for that, go ahead.
Please don't put me in the floor or a wall or something.
Alright,
You do it.
Can we use our powers together when I can't go into your head?
do you absolutely need to go into my head to be effective?
there's just so many jokes there, Foil. So many.
Luz,
Really are.
I'm working
There are?
through some shit right now.
What'd you say? Sorry.
I said, Luz, I'm working through some shit right now.
To
I'm
get
gonna
to the head.
And Wyatt
This
like
is the
throws
same
up his
sense of humor that I
hands.
do.
I'm just looking around like, what jokes?
Don't worry about it, Iona. You just keep pressing those emojis. Eventually you'll find the eggplant and the peach.
Say, all right. Before y'all kill each other, sit down, talk about your powers, and figure out how y'all can do something together. Then when y'all show it to me, then we'll switch out.
Well,
How about if Foil throws Aonmei when she's a little animal, and then mid-throw she turns into a bigger animal?
because physics. I would drop like a rock.
No, you just keep
It's
going, right?
everything.
I see this as a win-win. Let's try it.
All right.
All right, I'll turn into a hamster.
And then Foil picks up the hamster.
Hamster will like get into a little ball of fur.
Can you both roll
Is-
freak for me?
I have to roll freak to
Well,
throw a hamster.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Alright.
Look at us.
It goes off. It's not like the best
sync.
throw. And you definitely look like a hamster.
And then I'll turn into a gorilla.
Yeah, and you immediately fall to the floor.
I'll change back my.
Smooth.
So apparently, physics on this planet works exactly like physics on my planet, except with the flying thing.
That was
I mean, I
as
enjoyed it.
entertaining as I expected.
So you don't have an excuse for not being able to drive.
Think they would give me a license?
Not what I meant.
How about if, because Foil's sort of like a knight because he's got a sword. Aonmei turns into a horse so he can do like cool charges.
Yeah, jousting.
Very
Yeah.
uncomfortable with people riding me.
Yeah. So fencing.
Loose,
It's-
wheezy,
Luz just like
loose.
steam starts coming out of her ears.
Conversion's like, it's too easy. Don't do it.
Just
Don't do it.
blushes bright red.
And meanwhile, Wyatt is trying to figure out like fencing is not the fucking same thing as equestrian. I have never ridden a horse. I've been born and raised in Halcyon City. How many horses do you see here?
Quite a lot.
Well,
with all the
hopefully
heroes.
one soon.
What do you
It's
think?
not
I go
that
to
hard
fucking
ride a horse.
What do you think? I go to Cambridge Academy like the fucking preppy kids over on the north side of town? I go to public school.
I'm looking through Google to look for horse images.
I could
Make
teach you how
sure.
to ride
Hey,
a horse.
Iona, make sure you have your safe search on. Just,
My Little Pony.
important.
Y'all just see Mr. Gray in the back, just like,
I'm dying over here.
How about this? How about this? How about this? You can phase through objects, right?
So long as this thing is working, yeah.
Okay. So one of our major difficulties last time is getting through, right? Because window couldn't see through, couldn't get through without alerting anybody. What if I flew you up to a point and you phased through that point?
I'd have to time it right, but and Y kind of like looks uncertainly at his glove and goes, "No, actually, I think that could work. It would allow us to get into places a lot easier."
Basically, I fly him outside up to the roof and I drop him.
Do you pick him up in human form?
Unceremoniously.
Without warning.
alright, Foil, what do you do as you're being dropped?
I flip Iona off with both hands. It's just like slow motion.
Gosh, they really should have like put down a mat or something.
But no, seriously, activate the glove because I don't know how high up we are, and I don't want to fucking die.
Yeah, as you activate the glove, you see yourself going through the... You went up to the roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see yourself going through the roof, and you're in the gymnasium now.
Oh, I see him falling. I try to catch him.
I
speed.
I will
try and-
teleport Lance over there.
I try and revert the phase so he actually can, and I don't just go plummeting through.
But that would be hilarious if I'm like, I got you! Right through the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got stuck in the concrete last time because of that bullshit. Not again.
I'll fly
Got
back
stuck in
Did it work?
concrete?
Yeah, you're...
Yeah.
Did it melt and, like, reach out at you?
No, the glove misfired.
Boom.
The glove turned on for like half a second while I was standing on something.
Oh.
So Lance Intervention Boy catches Foil in the perfect, it's like the perfect
Princess Carry.
fireman carry. Sure, Princess Carry. Either one works.
Oh my god.
Because why not?
I got you.
Oh, you found your prince. Cute.
Why like reaches up and like a little on Lance's cheek, like, thanks, buddy.
Put you down. Yeah, it worked. You phased right through that roof.
Yeah. Now, once my heart actually stops threatening to pound through my fucking chest.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to
Does that
catch
happen
you.
with humans?
Yes, it does. We can die from it.
Does your glove help your heart phase, or just, you know?
Wait,
Can it work
what?
on individual body parts? Glove?
To be honest, I don't know. I've never tried.
I don't know if you want to test that just yet.
I mean, based on
Agreed.
what I learned in biology, you only really need one kidney, right?
I have questions for you.
Wyatt's hand rests on the pommel of his sword.
All right.
Have you ever seen the Charlie Candy Mountain video on YouTube?
With
Iona.
that,
I take out my phone.
That's a great
I go
reference.
find it and I like text the link to Iona. Like, just watch this.
Mr. Gray is
Rose.
like,
No.
at this point, Mr. Gray.
Rose, what the fuck?
At this point, Mr. Gray's like, okay. So, that was Foiled and Iona. Shadow Smoke and Conversion. What have you come up with?
Okay, well, you can obviously teleport me from one point to another. That was a different feeling. I guess you could
Make
also,
you tingle a little bit there. Conversion.
I'm not gonna answer that. That's a trap. I mean, we could also, like, you could throw up an illusion, and I could, like, blast somebody through it. Like they think it's, like we just kind of set it up like, oh, this is just some shelves that were always here, and then they walk by and they could either sneak by, or if it's somebody that we need to knock out, I could, try to blast them into the wall or something.
Yeah, I feel like what I bring is the ability to help you get the element of surprise. So all you stompy, punchy people can sneak up on things with my help.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Let's see it.
all right. Do we have an actual... We have training dummies in here, right?
Sure. We can bring one out. And Tracy brings one out.
So I say, okay. So I think what would be good is maybe, like, I can either throw up an illusion to block, like, so they can't see you at all, or I can throw up an illusion to distract them by, like, having them surrounded by people, and I could even make it look like you, so that you have a bunch of duplicates, and then teleport you in. What do you like?
I think I like the distraction one the better.
Okay.
That one would be easy, because I mean, like, the other one, it would just kind of have to be if they were, like, the one would be if we needed to avoid a patrol, but the distraction would be better, because if somebody's just kind of standing there, I think distraction.
Yeah, I agree. So, do you want a distraction, like I said, like a bunch of conversions all like surrounding him, like mimicking you?
Yeah,
So that if you go to punch, it looks like they're all punching?
Yeah.
I haven't tried anything quite that complicated, but I can try.
I mean, it's worth a shot. This is training, so we're better to get a better idea of what our powers can do.
It'd be kind of cool if I could do that.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Okay. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to set up like a ring of conversions around this. I mean, it's a training dummy, so it doesn't matter, but like I'm just practicing the like skill, and then conversion does his thing.
All right, so you're all able to do that. All right.
And I'm specifically trying to get, as I like continue working on these illusions to make them like better and stronger, like have them like actually be like mimic whatever he's doing. So like the idea is that like when he punches, they also punch, so that like whoever is in the middle can't tell where it would be coming from.
Right. So you're definitely making the illusions, but
yeah,
you can roll a freak to see how well you can match him up to
awesome
his movements.
Oh my god, I'm just rolling bananas tonight.
Alright. They look like exact duplicates of what conversion's doing.
I look over at the others, I'm like, look what I'm doing! Look at that!
I already forgot which one is the real one.
Conversion thumbs up, they all do that. So it's just a ring of conversions.
It's almost like Shadow Smoke is like projecting video of everything she sees of conversion.
Yeah.
Into these images. Alright. That's good. Let's switch it up now.
Conversion does the Spider-Man meme where they point at each other.
Yeah, except they're all facing the same direction, so you're all pointing at each other's backs.
Oh, damn. That wasn't as funny as I thought it would be.
Alright. Iona, you sit this one out. Let's go with Intervention Boy and Conversion and Shadow Smoke and Foil. Let's see what y'all can do together.
You hear Candy Mountain happening while she's floating in the air.
Charlie! I've created a monster.
Yep.
Again, it's just like, this is all your fault.
She was gonna find it eventually.
Don't know that.
Given her bizarre interest in anatomy, it was inevitable. The stoners
Actually,
would probably show it to her at some point too.
That's actually fair.
Well, all right, Captain. What do you want to do?
Oh, let's see. I mean, you can fly. I can't fly. You can
I
fly.
can't fly.
You
I
can't
can't
fly.
fly.
Oh,
No,
so,
I'm strong and I'm fast.
okay. Sorry, I got mixed up.
Intervention can fly because she's got the lightning sword. I don't got one of those.
Okay. It's just like the way you jumped. For some reason, I thought it was kind of flight related, but never mind.
Well, that's just like this, and I jump.
Jumps
Yep.
almost up
Ceiling.
to the ceiling.
I'm like that.
I'm trying to think because I mean, you're super fast. I mean, I guess we could kind of do like a like the high-low thing where one person kind of goes in and takes out the knees, another person kind of clotheslines.
Oh, you
them.
want us to coordinate our attack on like one target?
Yeah, we could do something like that.
All right.
Do you have any ideas?
Oh, that's fine. We can do that. All right. I'll get the training dummy. And I run over, grab the dummy, put it down. All right. What do you want? You want heads or tails?
I can take the head. I can maybe blast him off balance and then you knock him down, kind of thing. I mean, that might work.
Can you shoot him up?
Yeah, I can do that. I can
Alright.
try.
Let's give that a whirl.
Alright, I'm going to try to.
It's like skeet shooting, but with punches.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to, or conversion's gonna try to blast, kind of blast it up into the air, like up at an angle.
All right. And I'll try to punch it.
Yeah, y'all
which I can
managed to do that.
With superior. Savior.
I mean, you're not. All right. Yeah, you're all in a pretty relaxed environment for the most part. You're all pretty much able to get this off pretty effortlessly. You're not trying to do anything super complicated. All right, simple enough, I guess. How about shadow smoke and foil? What have y'all come up with?
What do you want to do?
Well, teleportation is way beyond what I could do at the very least, and
Yeah.
it seems that alone should be able to, help us get the drop on quite a few people. Like, literally, if you could just kind of pop me above someone and I just kind of drop onto them from above.
Yeah.
I'll set up the trading dummy for you.
Nice.
I suppose I could also teleport an individual enemy to you if you were set up somewhere. If there was a situation where you were aiming or something, and then wanted somebody isolated from a group, there's also that. Either way, I'm happy to do whatever now, but I hadn't really thought of that option.
No, both of those
Teleport
actually.
An enemy, yeah.
Both of those would actually work well. It was, and Wyatt kind of rubs the back of his neck with it's kind of what we needed at the warehouse. There was a lot of people, and it was very hard to get around.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't there for that. Red. I kind of whisper this so that Gray can't hear, and I'm like, Red Ferret gave me a job.
She spoke to you too?
Wait, what?
And Wyatt looks over at Gray. He's like, after.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, try and pull something towards me then. If I can get myself set up to expect it, then I should be able to take someone out before they even know what happened.
Okay. So I will like pull the training dummy over, and I check with Wyatt. I'm like, okay, so like where exactly do you want it? Like do you want it like right here, or do you want it like 3 feet away so you can get it? Like what's ideal for you and your glove and your sword or whatever?
Yeah, and Wyatt is basically describing like this is my threat range with my fancy fencing thing. Like just put them somewhere in this area and they're gone.
Okay, cool. I will try and be that accurate. It doesn't always go that well, but I'll try. I'll try not to put it on top of you for sure.
Thanks. And all of a sudden, very nervous about this.
It's just a training dummy. It definitely won't hurt. Okay, and so I will teleport it over into like right into start range. I'm like 1, 2, 3, and I'm like trying to get like the timing and the space like really accurate.
Yes, and Wyatt is basically trying to strike before he knows the target is there. So that way it's almost instantaneous. Like they would have no chance to stop us.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have Wyatt or Foil roll me a freak, or just to see how I get this timing down.
Nice.
All right.
We are on fire tonight.
I am one potential away. like it's good, but it's also like, God damn it.
Yeah, why can't I get it on this training session?
Hey, all right. Y'all seem to be acting quite like a team. Let's go one last one. Let's try Iona and conversion.
This is a good training exercise, Mr. Gray.
Oh, I know.
Luce like visibly rolls her eyes at Lance being kind of a suck up.
So how exactly do your powers work, conversion?
So I'm not 100% myself. It's like I'm kind of like taking in energy around me, and then I can redirect it into like kinetic bursts. So I can use that to get around, or to like knock people off balance, things like that. Does that make sense?
If you're given the energy from a like powerful source, can you then like supercharge that kind of attack?
I haven't tried it, but I can.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, we can. Okay. I guess we're giving it a shot.
This is what we call a planet killer.
And I'm gonna
Star Killer base.
Conversion's gonna kind of like square himself and brace himself to the floor, and like while facing the training dummy.
And I'm going to throw a psychic blast that way.
And he's just gonna try to channel it, like, you know, just kind of monk channel this through into like a Hadouken or something.
I think what you notice is you don't quite throw out an energy blast, but your fist slightly touches the dummy, and from taking these psychic blasts, dummy kind of explodes.
Right. So
Whoa,
maybe
dang.
we should talk about maybe some like protective wear for our uniforms. Get the blood out.
So what
Or
exactly?
maybe just keep that for like doors.
Yeah, maybe not do that against people.
So you were just trying to channel that energy into the dummy, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sure what was gonna happen.
We'll call that our door breacher.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
your base.
Do want conversion to roll me a what's that? Powerful blow. just to see.
I'm
what
gonna
happens.
break another teammate.
Oh, and I still have 2 conditions from last time, so.
Oh no.
Here we go. Not a full hit.
Do we have
Alright.
team? Oh no, we can't reduce that. Can
That's
we
fine.
put
It's like
team?
it's one of those where you're not like thrown across the room or anything, but you definitely do feel some of the impacts of the blast. But you can tell that taking the hits definitely powered you up.
Okay, I mean, need to work on that one a little bit, but it's there's some potential there. Kind of like shakes it out a little bit.
Yeah. So you might notice some bruising the next day.
I like to think that Iona, whenever she uses Mind Blast, she harkens back to the adults around her on her home planet saying, "This one's stubborn."
All right.
You say, like, can this be one of the ones we send to a different planet? I volunteered this one.
All right. Well, y'all can. That seems to be enough for today. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves more and figure out what more y'all can do with each other. You know how you can use your powers in sync as a team. But yeah, next time you come around, I'll have another thing for y'all to do.
You know, it occurs to me, probably didn't need to go up to that window. Because
Conversion just face palms.
Oh, I just had an idea. Can Shadow Smoke, like, maybe teleport the energy blast that Alan May and Conversion throw? Because that'd be awesome.
Something to try.
Right?
can
Let's give
try.
that a whirl.
I mean,
Is it still there? I mean,
It's still there.
I mean,
okay, I'll try and teleport it a little bit.
There's enough of a dummy.
okay, so we have to create new glass.
Yeah.
So everyone roll freak for me.
Just
Everyone?
everyone.
Everyone who's doing this move.
Oh, well, that's on me.
Good lord, I did my job.
Yes, you did. You teleported directly into conversion, which he's not quite ready for. And Iona, you also get some feedback from this, so you both have to roll powerful blows.
Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream.
yeah.
All right. Oh,
And
Yeah.
there's my next advancement.
You got yourself a
job.
headache, Iona.
Literally just wandering around going, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream.
That's enough for today. Y'all can you can trade more later. I'm sure y'all ready to go home. It's Sunday after all.
Can I try just one more thing? I want to prove that I didn't have to go to the window.
Tell you what. So you don't have to ask for it next time. Here's y'all's communicators.
I actually was just about to ask for those. Thank you.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Now you'll
Are
know
they-
whether y'all can talk to each other to know whether y'all need to go to a window or not. How's that?
Luce looks at it. Does it look like it could be jailbroken?
Well, are there like earpieces with these?
They're pretty much it's like kind of like the Secret Service types where it's just an earpiece.
Okay.
I go to the bathroom to see if I can see it in the mirror.
I mean, it's barely visible, but yeah, you can see it if you're looking for it.
Conversion just pulls up his mask just enough so he can like slide it up in there. So probably reveals like maybe the lower half of his face.
I'm willing to bet I can improve on these.
Please don't. They work.
I put mine in and I say, this makes me look like a friggin' narc.
Right.
It's a narc. Is that like a whale?
There's a show on
Narcotics
Netflix.
officer.
All right, y'all go home now. I'm tired of you.
Okay.
Mutual, buddy.
Thanks again for the hand and the communicator.
Yep. As y'all leaving, he's like, freaking magical mountain bullshit.
As a person, I do not enjoy that particular internet thing.
Yeah,
But
it's stupid.
I'm
I
happy to
just-
say I avoided that one.
I'm just so happy that my character's become a meme lord.
Do y'all do anything as you're leaving?
I make sure to say goodbye to Tracy, and I think that's it.
Or
I want to try to do the thing. I want to
Well,
try.
Go
I
ahead.
want to try to erase my presence from everybody's mind.
sure, roll a freak.
you just start getting memes and we don't know who they're from.
Oh,
We're all already trying to forget you.
It's just
so-
anonymous trolls in our brain.
am
great.
I being us? She's MI beat us.
Yeah, for a quick second, everyone forgets who Iona is.
You know, I'm suddenly feeling a lot more confident about this team.
I'm suddenly feeling a lot happier about just like everything.
How'd you?
This?
Why do you have a new phone, Wyatt?
I don't know. It's kind of a shitty one too, isn't it?
And then I pop back in with my arms raised, going ta-da!
Blah.
Aww.
And
Jeez.
everybody gets depressed.
Luce is not well. Luce is conflicted.
Conversion's not so much depressed as he's just feeling a little bit more stressed.
All right.
Luce looks over at Iona and says, "You know, that could actually be useful, like in a battle,
Mm-hmm.
making your enemy forget you're there."
Yeah, if she can actually pull it off for once.
I mean, she just did.
That's true, isn't it?
You know, I don't need that negative attitude in my life.
What you need is a bag full of junk for you to tinker with. So,
Yeah, let's
I'm-
try to find her some junk.
is junkyard junk enough?
There are definitely apps for that. What kind of junk you looking for, Iona?
Well,
Because there's like Tinder
there was.
or
Oh,
I don't want to set it on fire. Well, I do want to set it
the
on fire.
lens is closed.
So do y'all do anything after you leave? Or?
Yeah, Wyatt was gonna kind of like gather everyone up together, be like, hey, like before everyone bounces off, and he kind of like looks around and waves down the street and goes, walk with me for a second.
Okay.
I'll land and walk with him.
So, at work the other day, Red Ferret stopped into the Mellow Espresso to talk to me. To talk to
she drink coffee?
Wyatt's like thinking back, like, did she order anything? He's like, I don't think she did.
She did.
Did she?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
She
green
ordered
tea?
something really simple, I think.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it was like black coffee, small.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, as you know, working girl on the go, I guess. And he reaches into his wallet and he pulls out the Aegis card and goes, "She gave me this."
Does it match?
What?
Does it match the one I have? I pull mine out.
It does.
What
Okay.
did she tell you?
Well, you go first.
How
Fine.
come I didn't get a card?
I didn't get a card either.
That's just
Neither
rude.
did I. Then again, we're not on the best of terms.
I wouldn't have
I mean-
accepted it anyway, so I guess that's good.
Probably smart.
Well, for me, it was last night. The reason I wasn't at the thing, besides not knowing that I needed to be at the thing, was she came and like asked me to tail somebody, like figure out what was up.
Is that game that kids play where they take like the tack and the piece of paper and try to stick it onto that picture of a donkey?
No, that's Pokemon
Oh,
Go.
That's pin the tail on the donkey. Yeah, that's what she wanted me to do. So I was trying to stick a tail on the Graveler.
The gravel. Wait, the one from the bank?
Yeah, that's that bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really
Who,
hard. He would like rock.
By the time I was able to pin the tail on his butt, he was in the middle of talking to somebody, I couldn't see who, in a car. Was it a limo or just a normal car?
Like a what you'd consider just a standard business type car.
Town car.
Yeah, just very, very descript in its nondescriptness.
Okay. You know, just like a normal, like, fancy person business car, but like not a limo, you know? One of those things. Anyway. And he got like he got a package, or he got the package, right?
He gave them a box and received an envelope.
He gave him a box, received, that's what it was. He gave him like a box and received an envelope, and then like walked back off. Unfortunately, excuse me, that's player Jane. Unfortunately, I lost the tail on the car, but I was able to get the license plate. I think I might actually still have it, and I go and pull it out. Say, does anybody recognize this license plate?
So there was a tail that you were supposed to put on Pebbles, but you put it on the car and then lost it.
Yeah, that's basically the really good summary.
Human customs are really weird.
Also,
Is the license plate from this state?
Yeah, it's definitely local.
Also, I like
Nebraska.
Pebbles. I think I'm called. If we run into that guy again, I'm calling him Pebbles from now on.
So,
Then we bam.
Mm-hmm.
so do we recognize the plate at all, or is it just?
You haven't seen it before, but if you wanted to research it, you could try to.
Yeah. Wyatt speaks up and says, I mean, it's been a while since I've been down there, but I suppose I could pop down to the station, see if someone can run a check on the plates. I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think you could find somebody willing to do that.
Yeah.
You have cop friends? That's cool.
I mean, it's not cool, but, you know.
Well, not cool to you.
It's not all of them are and Wyatt just gets kind of quiet.
It's a long story, guys.
Yeah.
So,
I can
Yeah,
have
I
Sledge
mean-
run a scan through the traffic cams to see if they can catch it.
I have so many questions for you. Just
She's probably just
Every
been
day.
watching cop shows.
And nature programs.
Oh man, if you watch Cops and that's your image of law enforcement, it's gonna go so wrong.
No, I also watched NCIS and Criminal Minds.
Oh my god.
how much time do you have to watch all this stuff?
A little bit. I mean,
So anyway,
by watch,
wow.
I mean I have it on 3 times speed because it just all kind of stays there.
So you're just like Netflix and speed chilling? Or speed Netflix and chilling?
so anyway,
Yes.
Red Ferret may have asked you to tail the Graveler over there. She kind of asked me to tail Gray.
Do you think she suspects
This
they're
Gray?
connected?
Yes.
Did you find anything?
Well, no, because it was less a tail and more a basically if we notice anything odd to give her a call, which like I don't know. I wasn't fighting supervillains
I mean, I
a
was asked
short
to do
while
that
ago
too.
and
Yeah.
wait, what?
I was asked to do that too.
By Red Ferret.
No.
Do you care to elaborate, or?
I don't know if I'm allowed to. This is all very new to me.
Okay, well, this is secret sharing time, and then, like, he kind of points between himself and Luz, like, obviously. So, who's telling you to spy on Gray?
Dromedary?
What?
Okay, is that another ship or another one of your people?
That's the ambassador from my planet.
Okay.
Ah,
And he specifically asked you to watch Mr. Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
that's weird.
Huh.
I'm
Why
guessing
would
for
your
political
people-
reasons?
What was that about pieces?
Political reasons.
Oh,
Does Gray have a lot of political power?
He's rich.
He's rich. He, owns now the biggest tech company around. I mean, even if he's not outwardly political, he can manipulate things underneath.
I guess that's true.
You know,
what sort of a person is this Dromedary?
well, when I first met him, he was very welcoming. And then he was a dick.
Was he a dick after you crash landed here? Is that what you're referring to?
No, he was a dick before that, but he got to be more of a dick after that.
Yeah, I think most people were more of a dick after that.
Yeah, the
Kinda
more of
weird.
dick part's not really that surprising.
It's his fault anyway.
Regardless, so we have a very foreign ambassador and Aegis wanting Gray.
Well, Red
Tails.
Ferret. I mean, she might work for Aegis, but she's actually a supervillain. And she says she's, reforming and all, but she's still a horrible person.
Sure.
If she works for Aegis, at the very least, Aegis trusts her.
How do we have
Weird that she
any
doesn't have,
indication
like,
that she's a horrible person?
A handler.
Do we trust Aegis?
More than
I
Red
don't-
Ferret.
I don't necessarily trust
But Aegis trusts Red Ferret, so wouldn't that... And,
This
like,
is weird.
How about we just trust the fact that we're surrounded by people that want something from us?
Wait. Have we met anybody else from Aegis?
There was a team, wasn't there?
Yeah, some people, but not
And the
like...
bank.
Like decision makers at
Yeah.
Aegis.
we should try to find out who her
Or
manager
agents.
is. Have a chat.
Oh yeah,
Um,
they'll let us just walk right in. Secret government facilities they're very welcoming.
I'm so excited, Intervention Boy, to see your white lady need to speak to the manager impersonation. But maybe not immediately, but it is worth thinking about, like, do we actually know that Red Ferret is doing what Aegis wants her to?
I mean, we can scout her out, and we can scout out Gray, and we can scout out Dromedary, but I have to tell you, if we get caught, the last time somebody from my planet got caught doing espionage here, they were locked up in Nevada for like 50 years.
Nevada?
Wait, what?
Do you mean
Like-
Roswell?
Like,
No,
Area
Vegas.
50...
That
Vegas.
was like a little over 50 years ago.
Well, you shouldn't be spying.
As well as in New Mexico.
Oh, wait,
It
yeah.
is, in
Area
fact.
51 is in Nevada.
Yeah,
Right. But I meant the Roswell incident.
I've been waiting to throw that in for like 3 episodes.
of course you have.
Iona. I know some people who do some mind-altering substances that would really like to talk to you at certain times of night.
Why?
Because you would blow their minds. Even more than they're already blown.
Didn't we already establish with the dummy that that's a bad idea?
A different kind
Not
of...
so literal. Not so much exploding, more just like this. But not
It's
in a
exploding.
literal way. No, not in a literal way.
It's an expression. It's a just Doesn't
Just a-
Expand their
brain doesn't
minds in a non-lethal way.
Their brain
It's-
doesn't actually explode. It's more just they're like, whoa.
It's just another happy way that English makes no sense. You get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a weird language.
This is worse than trigonometry. Let's go get a burger or something.
Oh shit! Yeah, Phoenix Burger. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, I need some hot
me up.
sauce.
All right, and with that, we're gonna call it a show. But first, we have to do our end of session. Let's
Oh, right.
start with Intervention Boy.
That's me. Let's look at the thing. End of session. Okay.
Oh, right.
I grow closer to the team,
Okay.
and I give influence to the Shadow Smoke because of that interaction,
All right.
which he already has, so that doesn't
believe,
do
yeah.
anything. And then I clear a condition. Right? I clear a condition, or does she clear a condition?
You get to clear condition. Intervention Boy does, yes.
Good. That's what we do then. No more afraid.
Then if she has influence over you, she gets to pick which label goes up and down.
Did you have influence over Intervention Boy already, or?
Yeah.
All right, so you can move one of his labels up and one down.
Please don't move my savior.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move up your danger by 1. I know you still have the afraid condition.
No, that's gone now.
Oh, okay. Well, oh well. I'm gonna move your danger up 1, so you feel more like confident taking on the enemy.
Okie dokie. And which one goes down?
Oh, let's do. How about say superior?
Okie doke.
All right, so Iona.
I'm going to say grew closer to the team from the training sessions
All right.
and figuring out. I think I'm going to give it to. No, I'll give it to Wyatt because Wyatt actually became very cooperative for a moment.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
Does Foil have influence over Iona?
Yes. In fact, shit. Do I have influence over the entire team? I do. Yeah, apparently I do. Yes, I do have influence over Iona.
So you can shift their labels, and so Iona, are you taking a clearing a condition, or are you taking experience or
I'm taking potential.
potential? Okay.
Let's see. So I will say, in the bit of training session here, definitely increased danger by 1 because Iona was reckless as fuck.
Shocker.
And we'll say, which one do I want to do? We'll say reduce savior by 1 because again, it was much more about like getting the task done with very little regards towards anything else,
Especially a dummy.
All right.
especially the dummy. Fuck that dummy.
No Foil.
Foil. You know what? We're on a kick, aren't we? Let's grow closer to the team. Let's see. You know what? Let's do the same thing. Let's say it's Iona May because and they actually did manage to work together for once, and it worked.
All right.
So
Without breaking a phone.
without breaking a phone or any other bad things.
And I do not obviously have influence.
No. So I'm going to clear a condition. I'm going to clear my angry condition, in that Wyatt's getting a little more settled with the team.
I've had that
And-
for the past 5 sessions.
And yeah, Iona May gets influence over Wyatt.
All right. Shadow Smoke.
All right. I'm going to. I'm gonna say that I got closer to. I actually feel like I got closer to both Lance and Conversion, but we'll do Lance because that was like the big scene there. Lance, do you already have influence over me?
Let's find out. I do not.
Okay, cool. So you get influence over Loose, and I don't have any conditions, so
Okay, you can take potential.
Potential it is.
All right, and Conversion.
Conversion also grew closer to the team. I think he is because he and Shadow Smoke kind of worked together pretty well. Kind of came up with a couple of different ideas. So he's going to give influence to her, and clear his angry condition.
All right, and so that's everybody in the same order. Let's do our outros. Starting with Paladin Hulk.
Hi everybody, I'm Paladin Hulk. I am a Twitch moderator for Random Tuesday and Little Red Dot. This was really fun. You can find me next Sunday, I think it's morning for all of you, where I'm on Uncanny Adventures playing my pirate Paladin, who's still trying to make friends with all the evil pirates, and it's actually going pretty well. This time we had a big combat last session, and we did great. I stabbed a giant scorpion thing with a knife, and because I have Smite Evil, it just exploded because I smote it real good. If you want to see more of that, Sunday, Uncanny Adventures.
All right, Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me here on Fridays playing this, and on Mondays playing in our Ravnica campaign, where I play Granny Subtlety Mivix, who likes to lick the science. And you can also find me on DM's Guild, where I have released many new products, including yesterday I released an Untitled inspired Goose Patron for Warlocks.
So just a jerk.
Oh, you have no idea.
Don.
What's up, people? Again, I am Don. On Welcome to the Party Discord, I am Jago Palastra. You can find me in a couple of one-shots coming up in December for side quests on Welcome to the Party Monday nights. And otherwise, you can check me and some of my buddies out on a podcast that we do where we basically just talk and bullshit about geek stuff, gaming, film, media, all that good stuff. We are Drinking with Nerds. We can find us on Podbean and iTunes, and come follow us on Twitter at nerds_drinking.
All right, Solidor.
All right, I'm Jane. I was playing Loose Shadow Smoke, your local troublemaker. And you can find me on Tuesday nights over at Roll Control, 7 p.m. Central on Twitch. And that campaign is D&D. People have died. There's been drama llama. It's at a really pivotal point in the campaign right now. And then you can also find me as far as Welcome to the Party. I'm also on the Curse of Strahd podcast. I think we have 11 or 12 episodes out now. In that one, I've played a couple characters in that one. I'm super blanking on anything else right now, so we'll just go with that. Those are my two things right now.
All right, V's.
Hey there, I'm V's. I am actually tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be over on go_JG's channel playing Mouse Guard one shot. That'll be fun.
Love Mouse Guard.
It's my first time, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be in a side quest one shot December 2nd, I believe. Aside from that, I don't have anything else to announce. So stay tuned. So I'm sure there's more that'll be coming up to announce.
All right, and I am Wild Engineer. You can find me on let's see, on on Mondays. I'm here on Welcome to the Party to play some Mictim. It's a really fun game where we all play like little hamster-looking magical creatures. On Tuesdays, I'm on Greyhawk channel for some D&D. I play a now Intelligence 8 barbarian. He's super smart. And on Thursdays, I'm back here on Welcome to the Party for some Max of Doom Generation. It's a bit of a Power Ranger Super Sentai hack. That's a lot of fun. Alright, so we're going to send everybody on a raid. We're going to check out the Red Raiders because they are doing a charity stream right now.
Charity hype.
Nice.
I just want a charity giveaway thingy.
Nice.
Alright. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully we'll see you all next week.
Bye.